Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome you once again to Insights IAS Essay Perspectives. This is Vinay Kumar GB. Today again we have given another very thoughtful topic for you to think over and come up with a brilliant essay with multi dimensions. Many of you are already writing and posting essay on our website, and many must be thinking about it, how to write, how to go forward. Hope this video will act as that stimulus to motivate you to write this essay tonight itself. So let us start the discussion. The topic is the human spirit must prevail over technology. So simply it means the human spirit must overpower technology. So technology shouldn't overpower human spirit as it is seems to be happening today, but the human spirit must prevail over technology. So it should overpower technology so that humanity and the planet we inhabit can remain safe and healthy. When you start thinking about an essay, look at the topic again and again. So, usually, when I start thinking about dimensions, I don't refer to sources for topics like this. I just look at the topic again and again. So, if I am not aware of a keyword, if I don't know the exact definition, then I will look at the definition from standard sources like Cambridge or Webster dictionaries. And then once I understand the meaning, then again I'll come back to the topic, understand the topic in its entirety, then try to make sense each and every keyword, the human spirit, even the word prevail and technology. It's extremely important to know the basics. So what are the basic definition? What are the have conceptual clarity about these words? Then only you can actually write a very relevant essay, as UPSC asks you to write an essay close to the topic, relevant essay close to the topic. That can be possible only when your concepts are very clear, right? So when you're practicing at your home, to topics like this, it's an opportunity to have a list of keywords, even they may be very basic words. Usually what happens, we stop looking at dictionaries over a time. We keep implying, we try to imply the meaning of the word based on its context, how it is used, rather than looking at the exact definition. Once definitions are clear, then start thinking about perspective, start thinking about dimensions, how you can actually go on to write 1,000+ word essay without making it boring. Many dimensions, unique dimensions with sub dimensions will enrich your essay. How to do that? So last video, I think I talked about thinking of a skeleton while brainstorming. So if I am thinking of a skeleton, I will only think about like 7 to 8 or more than 7 to 8 broad dimensions. So based on the topic, so I'll stick to the keyword of human spirit and technology. So playing with these two words will try to evolve different perspectives, different dimensions, which will also carry through them a core argument, which will naturally end up as a conclusion with a new, the whole new perspective, but again related to the topic itself. So this is how you think of planning your essay. So in the course of the video, I will be giving these perspectives. Even last essay I gave those kind of perspectives. Just think of similar perspective or different perspectives. You people are really intelligent, you can think of better perspectives than what I am going to discuss in this video. If they are evident either through subheading or either through as the first sentences in your paragraphs under each part, if you are not comfortable writing subheading, but as part of the first line or in the as the last line in those respective perspectives, if it is highlighted properly, and if I can at the end of the essay use them as takeaways, then I will be very much impressed, because ultimately when you read something, it is the takeaways that matter. So I should remember them and appreciate the kind of takeaways that you have given to me and influence my decision to award you very good marks. So keep this entire this basic discussion I did in the beginning in your mind, because you shouldn't write an essay just to impress anyone. You are writing an essay also to score very good marks. So ultimately you are trying, whatever you are trying to do is to improve your marks somewhere 150 plus. So that is the target. While doing so, these observations are important. Now let us move towards discussing dimensions, that is perspectives. What is human spirit? So you should know the definition of human spirit. So as you might already be knowing what is human spirit, it is a mental aspect where humans wants to realize their higher purpose, reach higher consciousness, and this is being done through their creativity, through emotions, through imagination, and also through their fears, and with a very strong purpose. It can be collective, it can be individualistic, but we refer to human spirit as something collective in this case. And this human spirit is evident through religions, is evident through the mega structures we have created, is evident through various ideologies that we have created, is evident through various discoveries that we have made, it is evident through various hypotheses that we keep creating, and also it is evident through all our struggles, and also how we have overcome various crises throughout our human history. Even present COVID situation, it is the human spirit that will help us prevail over the COVID situation, right? If Nelson Mandela could spend 27 years of his life in 6 by 6 prison without ever walking out all through 27 years, it was solely because of a very strong human spirit. So that human spirit can be weakened, can be strengthened. So in this essay, it implies that technology has the power to weaken that human spirit, but Albert Einstein said that always the human spirit must overpower technology, whether in present or in future. That is what we will have to discuss throughout the essay. While discussing that, why human spirit is important, why it should overpower technology, you will have to discuss various aspects related to human spirit and technology. So starting with something like culture and identities, awareness, relationships. Like culture, like we have so many cultures spread across the world, and this is again creation of humans and the creation of human spirit. So how does cultures influence human spirit, and how does culture is influenced by technology, right? So that is an important point to start with, because it is the cultures which might create divisions, which might hinder our the higher purpose of creating a better world for for entire humanity, or for the planet as a whole, and for all the beings. And then we struggle with identities, we fight for identities, we go for war for identities, we want our own territory to establish our identity, nationality, and all those things. And again, we link it with human spirit, national spirit, right? And then there is individual awareness, self awareness, and also awareness of like national consciousness, something like that, for a nation as a whole. And then the relationship between human beings, how human spirit can get affected by it, and how human spirits can strengthen relationship between people to people, people to animal, people to planet, right? This basic discussion is important to establish the complexity of human spirit, right? And then how to realize that, higher purpose or higher consciousness, we resorted to technology. And the technology was a tool in the beginning, then it became business to accumulate money, to create profit, and today it is transforming itself as a master. Technology was once a tool, now it is turning out to be our master, and that is our biggest fear in future. Like artificial intelligence, machines will uh, overpower humans, will enslave humans. So that is the fear. So to prevent that dystopian future, where you might have seen in movies, and like numerous movies like Terminator, and like movies, there are so many movies, I am not able to recall names, where they talk about uh, uh, you know ensuing conflict between humans and machines, where ultimately again the human spirit helps overcome the adversity, the challenge posed by machines. So in a way, that has been the case throughout the history. Human spirit has come to the fore to save humanity again and again, whether it is pandemics, whether it is world wars, whether it is natural disasters, whether it is economic crisis, whether it is things like Holocaust. And again, Holocaust and all was possible because of technologies. World wars were because of technologies. If there was no technology, there couldn't have been a world war of that scale. And today our biggest fear is because of technology. Some countries have nuclear weapons, some countries have access to they can just destroy any critical infrastructure. Some countries have bioweapons, some countries can totally uh, unhighlight human race. Even we have that kind of technology. So how that human spirit will come to rescue, and how it should overpower? So that is the essence. It can be in the introduction or after the introduction. Through thesis statement you make such an argument and continue with your dimensions. So dimension 1 can be, the power of human spirit is superior to any form of technology. You will have to prove that power of human spirit is superior to any form of technology. It can be artificial intelligence, it can be blockchain, it can be interstellar kind of technology, where we create things, might create things, which can move faster than light, or we can travel across parallel universes, or whatever it is. You might have seen those kind of things. Then we can virtually, like in Matrix movie series and all, we can live in virtual reality and experience the whole world and experience the pain, emotions, and everything. But whatever be the case, then this power of human spirit is always superior to any form of technology. The reasons being, uh, technology is always created by humans. We might move to a phase where technology can again create technology, like very advanced robots can create another set of robots, right? Intelligent computing system can create its own set of machines. That can be a possibility, but again, the humans have power, they have emotions, they have logic, they can think, they have solidarity, they have purpose, they have creativity, they have imagination. So these collectively, they have interplaying role also, all these things, so which cannot be possible in machines. So even if you have to ask a question, even if these come to be part of machines in the future, how can human spirit still be superior? Right? We have something called, courage, we have something called grit, we have something that, instinct of overcoming adversity. So that has been the essence of evolution, right? So machines can evolve, but again, mostly with the aid of humans. But if a time comes when all humans unite, if we have a common enemy, so we can unite only when we all have common enemy. So then, if the purpose is single, and if all of human aspire overcoming all those cultural barriers, identity barriers, and all those things, if as discussed in the previous, we come arrive at one purpose, then this human spirit, like Mandela endured 27 years individually, so collectively all humans can overcome anything. So create a stage for your essay saying that this is superior. And while once you establish that you can move towards saying that human spirit is important for survival of values. So human spirit survives because of values, and human spirit is important for the survival of values like empathy, love, kindness, respect, knowledge, courage. So all these values can survive only with the survival of human spirit. So you will have to say, while human spirit is superior to technology, you have to say human spirit is essential for the survival of values themselves. So only with values ingrained very deeply within the psyche of every human that we can overcome any adversity. So without values, the world will always be a divided house. The world will always be a house of selfish people fighting each other to establish their own superiority in all parts of the world. So this survival of values, strengthening of values is important. So here you can talk about few examples why, like Holocaust uh, ended because of values, right? People overcame Great Depression, famines because of values, and we overcame apartheid or colonialism, imperialism because of values, realization of values. We are still struggling. We China wants to dominate. We people wants to go to war with another country, another community. It's because of non-realization of our innate values, core values. So think about it and write it, and slowly bring the technology dimension. How technology is actually diluting these values. So all the social media phenomenon nowadays. What is happening? Human spirit must overpower technology and its effects to save humanity and save planet. Right. So one is to save values, and then the save humanity itself, and then to save the planet itself. And if at all we reach a stage of interplanetary travel and even inhabitation, once we start inhabiting other planets, to save other planets also, so that human spirit must, you have to argue very strongly, it should must overpower. In the beginning, theoretically you establish it is superior, and then you have to talk about reasons why it must overpower technology. So the technology has power to eliminate humanity, has power to destroy planets. Of course, I am imagining from the movies, where in some movies some people use technology to destroy entire planets. It is a possibility in future, maybe 200 years from now, 300 years from now. It can be a possibility, not even 200, I think 50-60 years might be a possibility if there are more people like Elon Musk, right? I mean, he's a good guy. He is not planning to destroy planet, but at the same time, if you look at him, he has become recently he overtook Berkshire Hathaway CEO Warren Buffett as the billionaire. Uh, so he has so much of money thanks to his technology, but he is a good guy. He wants to give. He is very ambitious. He wants to give good technology for humans to reach other planet, and he also working on renewable energy and all. But see the irony here. Whatever he does, ultimately it is making him rich, right? So that is what we have created a world. Technology as a business tool. It is though we want to achieve higher purpose through technology, in a way it is creating inequality. It is making few individuals super rich, right? But these rich people are not willing to equally distribute their wealth, like Amazon CEO and all, like, the wealth they have accumulated is insane. And uh, no, they don't provide anything free of cost at all, nothing. So they make money and then they sell it. So that's a different story, but you have to keep thinking over it. Whatever ideas you think, you try to interlink, and then come up with an argument. Next dimension, collective human spirit is threatened by selfish human spirit. This is what I was talking about. Ultimately, what happens when some people have, then again, how they interpret human spirit is also important. Human spirit, some people interpret as, creating that technology that can take humans to Mars. Some people think of human spirit as something that can create, free us from impact of climate change. Somebody can think of human spirit as, creating those technologies that can clean up all our oceans. Somebody can think of human spirit as which can simplify all our jobs and make us more lazy. We can, sit at home and enjoy everything from eating to working to whatever it is. Like, every basic thing is taken care by certain technology. So that is for them human spirit. But this collective human spirit of working towards well-being of all the beings, he is always threatened by certain selfish human spirits, and that this selfish human spirit is always aided by technology. So the again technology dimension you will have to give examples, past or present examples. We have so many technologies. See, the purported creation of technology is always to develop countries, develop people, make people prosperous, help people flourish. But in the end, they also serve the purpose of selfishness in maximizing the profits, right? So that you have to write here. Then technology should not be allowed to enslave human spirit. You have to move towards how technology can enslave human spirit, should never be allowed to. That is, technology can enslave. That is because we are emotional, in the sense that if we create a pet dog, a robot pet dog, which is like behaves almost exactly like a pet dog, then because it cannot die, we might become too much attached to that pet dog, right? So the way is, we emotionally become enslaved to that kind of technology, that kind of creations, and it might allow technology to enslave us because of too much of attachment with things. That is one example. So the same we are looking at addiction to all games, all social media platforms, and how people are impulsive when it comes to technology. So it is Twitter is not a platform which is used to disseminate information, share one's thoughts. Now that Twitter has actually enslaved the emotions of all the influential people, right? So it is wrong to say that people are influencing through Twitter. It's actually Twitter is influencing people, because it's giving huge platform where one can think of improving their self-esteem by getting more likes, more retweets and all those things. And then we are lazy. The laziness might help technology enslave us. Then similarly, the very idea of good life we have is kind of wrong. The good life we are thinking about is enjoying all the perks, all the good food, all the good traveling, through virtual reality, sitting at home, using technology and all. So the good life is not something we as a family enjoy. The good life is something where we can fearlessly and with happiness walk anywhere on the planet without destroying it, and in turn without being destroyed by it, by the planet or its other another inhabitants. So something, the idea is different, then what is it should have the higher purpose. Ultimately it comes down to how we all as humans live happily together, and we care less for others, and we are individuals at the end of the day. We care more for our family, our children, our family, our parents, and then for our community, our religion, our caste, and then for our nation, right? But as a collectively for the planet, collectively as a humanity, we care very less. So technology can actually use this weakness to enslave humans in the future. So that's a possibility. Creation of technology should be to enhance well-being of all. So one, to prevent it from enslaving, and then to convert or lead technology to enhance a well-being of all. So we have this notion of well-being through giving people internet, but more than internet, what we should be giving to people is a clean environment, clean water to drink, clean and sufficient food, sufficient nutrition to everyone, and a very fearless environment, environment free of any insecurities, for people to think freely, talk freely, and come up with ideas, right? Something like that, that is the well-being for all. You can talk about this. These are my thoughts, keep coming a bit philosophical. You can think of different thoughts of your own. And to enhance capabilities, not to enhance capabilities of few. The creation of technology shouldn't be for this purpose. So this is what will ultimately is curtailing the human spirit, right? And a poor person may be having a very good idea, but he cannot convert it into a reality. Lack of access to education, tools, skills, and all those things. Now, technology is just like playing with words. Maybe as some people are calling me, technology is transferring human spirit into animal spirit. What it is doing is we have this innate human spirit, but it is channelizing it into become animal spirit. Animal spirit is in Keynesian terms, where human emotions guide our decisions, like from the on part of investors and customers in taking economic decisions. So I think Dr. Manmohan Singh once famously said, "Unleashing animal spirit." He or his economic advisor said something like that, to unleash animal spirit of Indian investors, I think, to boost Indian economy. So that is what our limited thinking is about, right? So instead of the larger purpose of human spirit has transferred into narrow concept of animal spirit to maximize profit. So we think that by maximizing GDP, that will trickle down and help the poor person, which will never happen in a democracy like India, where politicians enjoy ultimate power, so they can kill people at will, they can do whatever they want. So that is not possible. The very idea is flawed, and technology divides us, technology enslaves us, technology makes us greedy, technology is making people individualistic. So thanks to our narrow conception of animal spirit. And you have to, when you are moving towards conclusion, it's a bit philosophical. You have to say that we need that technology which can strengthen human spirit. So do we have such kind of technology? So people were telling that social media is that kind of technology which will bring people together and make them interact with each other, unite them and all. But it has become a greatest divider of humanity, greatest threat to humanity nowadays. Because that is what, as long as few powerful people with ulterior motives exist, they will always misuse technology and misguide technology, and then weaken the human spirit. So we need that technology, we can strengthen human spirit. What is that technology? So something may be related to making our planet a better place, combating climate change, combating destruction of environment, overcoming pollution, creating a beautiful world of clean air, clean water, a planet which is not altered through anthropogenic activities, and which can cure itself very fast, even if some disaster takes place, and has sufficient resources for everyone to live happily together. So what could be that technology? So you can think from that perspective, right? The technology is not something which destroys planet Earth and takes to planet Mars, and then destroys planet Mars and then takes to planet X in another galaxy. It's not like that. So what is that technology? Should strengthen human spirit. So the ultimately the strengthened human spirit ka purpose should be to help everyone prosper, flourish, right? For that, the technology should have an ethical perspective, something deeply ingrained within that. So even if it starts thinking, even if the technology starts taking its own decisions, then the ethical aspect should be there, very much ingrained within it very deeply. So you can move to this kind of conclusion, and you can say that we need technology spirit. So something this doesn't exist, but you can make it up. We need technology spirit driven by human spirit to reach the higher purpose of happiness for all. Happiness for all means all living beings. So this technology spirit you can define in your own way. Technology spirit which is driven by values, which is not driven by profit, greed, or individualistic ambitions. That technology spirit which complements the human spirit of achieving higher consciousness, creating a very spiritual world where the very basics of life are valued most, and every individual lives without conflict. Without conflict means within oneself, even that is also higher purpose. No conflict within oneself. Because of COVID situation, you shouldn't be thinking about giving up something, going into the negative territory of depression, and fighting emotions, fighting with people, and also conflict with the society, conflict with another human being. So uh, we need that kind of technological spirit or technology spirit. So you can conclude with something like this. Hope this discussion was useful to you. Please continue to write essays, very important. Continue to write answers, and join our programs. It is our motivation to continue to do all the free work what we are doing, right? We do so much of free stuff on YouTube and on website, and so we need to continue that. We will continue that no matter whether you join or not. But if you join, it always helps us to continue the work, quality work that we are doing. uh, Take care. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture, showing exemplary patience. Good night.